Hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's Freeze Friday. Do you not feel that before you blink an eye, we are at Friday already? I seem to be saying, and welcome to Freeze Friday, very often. Time just does go by quickly, it would appear, even if we are mainly at home. So there you go. So let's see, what did I get up to this week? I have 3 layouts here to share with you. Each one of them has a video, so I won't spend too much time. This was last Saturday's May I Scrap Lift You, where I was scrap lifting the lovely Glenda Thorne. Did some lovely mixed media. I actually started this one with a pre-made Vicki Boutin's foundation paper and then added to it. And I love that effect. Used my focus stencil, the lovely honeycomb, which is of course hexagon shaped. On the background, oh excuse me, got some butterflies and colors and lots of layering. So this one was a fun, very fun one to do. And then on Sunday, my sketch Sunday was another fun layout, another fun sketch with some angles. I did a little bit of stitching on this one. Somehow I covered most of it up, but I did a little bit of stitching. And these little punched holes, I had quite a few comments about them. Thank you so much. This is really just a lovely little pattern paper that had hibiscus and all sorts of colorful flowers on them. And I just used my punches and punched them out. So this was last Sunday. And of course, as every Sunday, Crystal and Amber join in. So in case you've missed those, pop on over to Crystal's channel, of course, and Amber on Instagram. And if you go back to this video, you will find the links. And then on Wednesday, just this past Wednesday, it was the 20th, so it was for the love of sharing, of crafting and sharing. And I also took advantage of that so that I could do another May I Scrap Lift You. And I scrap lift my lovely friend, Karina. And I just love this one. The theme for the love of crafting and sharing was florals, anything floral. So I went to town with my Vicki Boutin Wildflower and Honey florals, and I fussy cut some butterflies, some butterfly stickers, yet again the honeycomb stencil and the Vicki Boutin iridescent glaze, lots of layering, so and hexagons. And you will see I did quite a few of these, and you're going to see that I did that for a very specific layout that you're going to see coming up on my channel. It won't be here until the 1st of June, but we will have tons and tons of these little hexagons on them. So I'm quite happy with everything that I'm getting done with the focus stencil. Also with my indigo and ivy kit, both Karen and I are focusing on that collection this month. And you know what? It just reminds me that I forgot to see where I'm at with the mood board. I'll have to come back and tell you that because I don't quite know where I put it, but I'm pretty sure that this one goes well with the mood board. Anyway, so there you go. So that's what I got done in terms of layouts this week. And then yesterday, so here's something that I have never done. And yesterday, as you know, I've been organizing away, and last week I was playing around in all the iris containers, and I've been continuing that. I'm almost done. Really what I have to figure out this week is how I am going to get my Palooza classes sorted and in the containers, and how I'm going to do that. For the rest of it, I've pretty much done all that organizing, so I'll be able to show that to you last week. And yesterday, I de-kitted, if you recall, this lovely How to Kill a Kit with Style that I had for 2 months in a row, March and April, based on Gingham Farm. In April, I added a whole bunch of colorful stuff and therefore then used it. And yesterday I dekitted it, but rather than just put everything back into my stash and then forget about it, I sort of took a little bit of a page out of Nicole Jones 911, although nowhere close to as sophisticated or as good, but I took what I could out of that kit and I made myself a couple of page kits. So look at that, look at me. So here is one. I don't even know if I'm going to be showing that to you correctly. So I have 2 layouts left to do in my Amsterdam album, so I put a page kit together for that. This is sort of a street with lots of lovely houseboats on the side. So I don't know. I'm going to do the title, I think, a play on Where the Streets Have No Names. I'm going to figure out how to do a play on that song title. And so then what I did is, let me see here. I just went in and I took this gingham farm paper that I have and a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and then a 6x6 paper that I have here, a few of the chipboards from the gingham farm, a couple, and this I did mainly, I guess, by color, and this I took the die cuts that were home related. I have here a little flare, the sticker sheet. Now the sticker sheet I'll be able to use elsewhere, and I brought in this also, this chipboard which says home, which I think I might be able to use since the photo I have here is mainly of houseboats, which are homes for them. A few little scraps here, and the enamel dots. So that is sort of a little page kit that I put together. Then I moved on to another page kit. And this one, I'm not quite sure. I have this lovely paper that I added from, and it's a Prima from 2011 Botanical Collection with this piece of cardstock. And in this one here, I have now, this I'm probably going to cut the photo down a little bit. And this is just sort of a restaurant out on the water. Sort of like a terrace, but on the water where you can arrive both by boat and I guess on foot as well. So I took those 2 papers and then I went into the 6x6 again, and I got these lovely cameras. This, I'm going to maybe fussy cut some of these out, use it as a strip. Maybe if I put it right side up, it'd be a little bit better. The leaf, this pattern as well. So I have some 6x6 papers to go with the photo. A little journaling card. And again, I went into the die cuts. And I got, I mean, it's just a pie, maybe for a restaurant, a bird. Oh, excuse me. A coffee pot, farm to table, you know, and then another little sort of label, one of these lovely little puffy cameras, a flare, and another little bird. So I put another little kit together for that photo. And if I get these 2 pages done in the next week, that will be the Amsterdam album complete. And then the last page kit that I put together, this is a rather large one. So I started with these papers. Now, I thought to myself I could do something like a 1/3, 2/3 design with maybe this is Petite from Doodlebug with this gingham, or I could do it with this one. And then just do maybe a little strip of this. So I just put all of this here because I'm not quite sure. And then I just added this page. Now, actually this page could go with this one as well, but I sort of put it here. It could go behind, or again, I could just do a strip, perhaps if I did this one here, as, then you see I could do that little strip, or are those two patterns too close together? Maybe they are. Anyway, we'll see. So I put all of that here together. A few, again, 6x6 that basically just work with the colors. This little alphabet, this story, which was in there as well. And then here, I just put the rest of the die cuts to see if there was anything that I might use, or I could use maybe the leftovers once I've done the other two pages. I put the rest of the die cuts here. This little floral chipboard piece. This from the sticker sheet that I had. And then you see, oh, I have a whole bunch of other little chipboards that I put here. Home, a little artichoke, #1, and this is our happy place, because my thought here is to talk about this gorgeous and awesome and lovely gas stove that was in my life for just a month. And I will tell you that story when I do it, just a month, a few years ago. But it was awesome. So I think I might use these two photos. Therefore, #1, our happy place, the little floral, the house, that will go well with this. I have another little floral in case I want to go that route instead. Because I had also taken this black and white photo of myself, but I think I need to reprint it. This is very, very faded. So I could do that as well. Or maybe here I have enough paper for 2 layouts. I'm not sure. So we'll have to see. And I think I'm going to reprint that. Another little scrap here. A couple of doilies if I decide to go with the photo of me. And then a few of the little gingham bows that were in that kit. And I put these here. Now, I don't know that there is much I can still spell here. They're really, other than use, there are no vowels, but, and there are no N's, but I could really use this as, this way as an N. So then I could at least get fun out of that. So we'll see. And then this here, you see this I could use as an O. Just cut that off and use as an O. And then I could have boy, because I have some Y's. Or I could get a little piece in there and turn it into an A. And then I could do yay. So I think I could get a little bit out of this. I certainly have some numbers. So let's see if we can get a little bit more of this before disposing of it. And there you go. So this is my first foray into doing a few page kits, and it was kind of fun. And then the rest of what was in that kit has just been dispersed into my stash, or if they were tiny, tiny, tiny little scraps, they either went, if they were large enough, maybe, you know, large enough, they went into the bowls on my desk, and if they were smaller than that, I will say they went into the recycling. So I'm hoping I have 3 or 4 layouts here, and they will stay there. So I'm going to kill a kit with style, and then do one of this. Kill a kit with style, and do one of this, because we still have 10 days left to the month, right? So I'm going to try and use these. And then the last thing I have to share with you today, I think is really, really fun. So yesterday I did my kit share. Thank you so much for all the lovely likes and comments. And it was so much fun to have this lovely new kit that will keep me happy. So the majority of the comments were, yes, please use it in June. Also, the majority of the comments were, use it in June, but use it however you want to use it. So this morning I woke up with this really fun idea. So starting on the 1st of June, which is a Monday, I'm going to use this kit. It will not be my How to Kill a Kit with Style for June. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but I'm going to do at least 4 layouts with this kit. And I sent a message to Christina this morning and asked her for a couple of challenges. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the sketch from the Public Redefined Creative group, which is going to be on that first Thursday of June. Then I said to her, you know what, I'm going to scrap lift so that we keep the theme of scrap lifting that I'm doing with my lovely friend Crystal going. I'm going to scrap lift a layout from the April party. So I asked her to choose a random number. There were 405 layouts. I think in that album, I asked her to choose a random number, which she did. So I will be scrap lifting that. And then I asked her for a grab 5 challenge, and I asked her for a story focused challenge. So she sent me all of those challenges this morning. Is that not fun? So every Monday in June, I am going to do a layout with this kit and one of those challenges. Now, since the Monday is the actual 1st of June, there's probably a 5th Monday in June. I haven't looked, but I have a feeling there might be. So I am asking you, my lovely friends and subbies, to give me a challenge. Now, that can be a color combo, but I really have the colors here, so no, I guess that's not going to work. So we already have a focus. We have a grab 5. We have a sketch, and we have a scrap lift. So you could give me a recipe challenge, which is maybe a little bit similar to grab 5, isn't it? Well, there you go. I'm not quite sure, but but I'm sure one of you out there will think of an awesome, awesome, awesome challenge that I can add to this for a 5th challenge in June. So please, please, please post it down below. DM me, send me a message if you would like, or you could even challenge me to do a different format if you wanted. So because the 4 layouts I'm going to be doing are 12 by 12, so if you wanted, you could challenge me to a different format, any kind of format, card by 11, pocket page, which, oh, please don't, whatever, but any kind of challenge that you would like to see me do as a 5th challenge with this kit in June. So there you go. That is my Freeze Friday for this week. I hope you had a wonderful week. Please pop on down below and see Christy's Freeze Friday, and Kathy will get one up either today or tomorrow. Kristen might have one up as well. And have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It's beautiful, beautiful summery weather here yesterday, today, and all weekend. And I hope it's lovely where you are. See you soon. Bye, my friends.